Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Jerry's Place. I want to thank you so much for stopping by and visiting my place, and hopefully, you'll find some information that will be very helpful to you on your financial journey. Now, this is for informational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant, I don't do taxes. Make sure that you do your own research and that you always consult a professional when it comes to your business and credit and financial decisions. Hopefully, I can share some information with you today that will be helpful, and I hope that you will like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell so that this information can get to other people so that they can receive help on their financial journey. Now, I want to talk about something that I didn't know about. I guess I would call them secret credit bureaus. Yeah, secret credit bureaus. Not just Experian, not just Equifax, not just TransUnion. There are four other bureaus that I want to talk about, and they deal with different areas. CoreLogic, Innovis, LexisNexis, and SageStream. Now, I've heard of CoreLogic because I've been a realtor for a while and they deal a lot with mortgages. So I knew about them. But Innovis, LexisNexis, and SageStream, I was not aware of. Some of you may have heard about LexisNexis. So I know there's a lot of credit repair people and organizations that speak quite a bit about LexisNexis. But I want to start off first with CoreLogic. CoreLogic, as I said, mainly deals with mortgages and they supply your information to probably the top 15 to 20 mortgage lenders and have been doing that for at least the last 50 years. Now, they're not just supplying, they're selling your information and they're making a profit off of that. Think about that. So, when you do a mortgage or when they want to do advertising to you, CoreLogic sends all their information. Have you ever noticed how there's times when you get all this information for pre-approvals for your home and things like that? Where do you think that comes from? How do you think they get your information to know anything about your home? Most likely, it was CoreLogic giving them the information. And it's kind of interesting to note that there's somebody out there that's actually selling your information and making a profit from it in order for these mortgage lenders to get to you and hopefully get you into a mortgage with them. Next, I want to talk about Innovis. Innovis comes probably as the fourth largest behind Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And they deal with the inquiries. No credit scores, and a lot of times credit unions use them to verify your identification. So I know a lot of times when you get these queries, when you go and apply for something, um, those come from Innovis. Those are with Innovis. They give a lot of that information over to the credit bureau so that they can put it onto your credit file with the three credit bureaus. And they don't keep credit scores, so they don't have your FICO or Vantage scores on there, so they have nothing to do with that. And credit unions tend to use them also to verify your identity. Next, this is the one I've known of the most, LexisNexis. Now they hold all the public records, and they make money doing it. So just think about all the demographical information, everything that's on you, that's public, is sitting in a database with LexisNexis and they sell the information. Um, there was actually a lawsuit, and forgive me, I don't exactly remember where it was, or when it was, pardon me, a lawsuit where LexisNexis sold information to immigration. Can you imagine that? They just were selling information to the Department of Immigration, and they profited off of that. And they're the largest entity that actually holds your public information. Because it's public, you know, anybody can grab a hold to it, but they made a business out of it. So remember that when you're putting information out there, even on social media, that information is public. And it can go to LexisNexis and they can have that information and they can make a profit off of that. So be mindful of things that you put out there in the cyber world. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about SageStream. Um, Now, SageStream is kind of a junior bureau, if you will, and they do hold your credit info and your scores. And the big three, they go to these secondary bureaus to check out disputed information, inquiries, and all kinds of different data, just to verify when you go to when you go to apply, whether it's a mortgage, whether it's for a car, whether it's for a credit card, whether it's for a personal loan. All this information is going to be out there between those four bureaus. Now, I can only give you what I was given before, but I've spoken to a few credit repair people and organizations, and the one common thread that I've noticed, that I've spoken about in a different video, is to freeze your information on all these bureaus. That way, when you do go out and you do apply for something, they won't go to these bureaus to verify. So you've got a better chance of going through the automated algorithm, first of all, to get an approval. But even if it falls out of that and goes to the manual underwriting, you still will have a chance because they won't be able to verify that information. Now, you should still verify the information, and make sure that everything that they have is correct. Because just on the off chance they happen to get to one of these bureaus, at least the information is matching and you don't have to worry about there being discrepancies and an automatic denial. But just understand that you've got these four secondary bureaus out there who have a plethora of information on you that goes to the mortgage companies. They hold the credit inquiries, they hold your identity information, they have your credit scores and your credit info, sitting there for these four bureaus to verify. So a lot of times when you go and you dispute things with those three credit bureaus, it's going to go to these four other bureaus to verify that information because that's what they do. They hold on to that information so that they can make a profit and sell it back to the three credit bureaus. So again, just be mindful when you're putting information out there into the cyber world. Social media, and I would suggest not applying for as much as you don't have to. That's my personal suggestion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor of any type, but you just want to be safe with your information, especially in the world today of how much you let out there. Don't put anything out there that you don't have to, and don't give information that you don't have to give. Just keep it to whatever is asked of you. Hopefully, this information was helpful. I didn't know there were more bureaus than the top three, so hopefully, this gave you a little bit of information about what's out there, and just to be more cautious with the information that you put out there into the cyber world. Well, thank you for stopping by. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment so this information can get out to other people. YouTube can say, hey, this is some good information that people like. Let's share it with other people. So I want other people to have this information and have control over their financial literacy and financial journey. Once again, thank you for stopping by Jerry's Place, and I'll see you again soon.